He really loves her, you know?
Yeah, well, I think she does. I'm just not sure, that's all.
Well, what are you going to do?
There's nothing much I can do, unless some concrete evidence turns up. I don't want to hurt Lizzie if I can help it, especially without evidence.
Well, even then she'd be pretty upset, I reckon. And what about her money? You know she's thinking of giving it all to them.
I was afraid she might. And if she does that, I'm going to have to tell her. We can't have her going into a thing like this with her eyes closed, can we?
Where's Dor?
Oh, she had to go and see Mr. Reed.
Oh.
I hear little fatso went and got herself married.
Oh, Nolene, when did you get here?
Who got her up the duff? I always thought she was a bit the other way.
That is my bed.
Yeah.
Get off it.
Yeah, what about you, you dried-up old hag? You still sucking up to Her Majesty? You must feel a real galah, eh? All them years in prison and you're not even a real true blue crim.
Oh, shut up, Nolene. I got other things on my mind.
Oh, that's a laugh. Since when do you have a mind? All them years and you never even done nothing.
Get out of here.
Where did you get that at? We're not allowed buy-ups.
Yeah, I know. And I know why, too.
Now, look, we're sorry about Leanne, the whole joint is. But don't go pushing your luck, because it doesn't make us feel any better about you. And if you start throwing your weight around, God help me, I'll thump you.
You touch her and you'll have to answer to me. Yeah, I mean it, B. Now, we've hurt that woman enough.
See you around, girls.
Boon to our business, darling, would be to be paddling about on the Gold Coast and suddenly come across a modern-day Gauguin.
Yes, well, even a Donald Friend would do, eh?
I suppose. But I'd prefer a sensual European.
Yes. Excuse me, Mandy.
Mandy. Of course, darling, but only for a moment.
Hello?
Hello, David. It's Kerry. I've finished it.
Oh, Kerry, that's wonderful.
Yeah, well, I think it's good.
Look, that's terrific, darling. That's absolutely terrific. Now, keep up the good work, won't you?
You know, wouldn't you like to come and see it?
Well, yes, I'd love to, but I'm tied up at the moment. I'm in conference with a client, a buyer. And besides, anyway, you know the rules.
Very mysterious, darling.
Who was that?
I told you I'm in conference with a client.
Yeah, well, you know, when can you come and see it?
Moment's up, darling.
David?
Kerry, look, I'll be in touch soon, okay?
You...
And I can't help feeling, Lizzie, that you're being a little hasty about this.
No, I've thought the whole thing through, and I reckon it's better all round.
You do realize that if you let it go through the courts, you could finish up with double that amount?
Yeah, I know. I read that thing you gave me. But I reckon it's too long.
Well, it shouldn't be more than a couple of years. That's not a long time.
Well, it is at my age. I could shuffle off tomorrow. I want that dough now.
Lizzie, why is this suddenly so urgent?
You saw Josie before. She's real crook, poor little mite. She's got to have that operation, Mr. Reed. She can't wait. She's got to have it now. You do see what I mean, don't you?
Oh, yes, I suppose it has a certain flair, you know, but, well, you see, it's not really me, darling.
Oh, right, fine.
And what would you reckon you were, darling?
I beg your pardon.
I mean, apart from being all dressed up for a screw.
David.
Kerry, there's no call for this.
You got the hots? You got the hots for him, haven't you?
David, I'm afraid I'll have to go.
I mean, I don't know a lot about great art, darling, but I do know all about sex. And you've
Samantha.
got the hots for him, haven't you?
What the hell do you think you're up to?
I just wanted to show you my painting.
Now, listen, that woman is a very influential buyer. She's worth a fortune to me.
Then sell her this.
Finished, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, if it is, it shows definite signs of instability. I don't think that she would be interested in buying rubbish like this. If that's the best you and the grog can come up with, I suggest you throw it back in the gutter where you both came from. Now, that woman you just insulted. With her money, she's worth 100 of you bloody artists. Kerry, when are you going to wake up to yourself? How can you be so stupid not to realize how important buyers like that are to your livelihood, not just your livelihood, my livelihood too, sweethearts? Why don't you get bloody wise to yourself?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down, but the sun and rain are prisoners too. Around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing